the Romain College of Business's newest student interactive website. We're going to have our features, so the 8-hour challenge, anything pertaining to the actual College of Business is going to be up there. We have links to all of the different majors. The most important thing is our news feed. So as a student, every time I accomplish an award, I'm going to post it, and it's going to be up there. Every time I work on a project, I'm going to post it, and it's going to be up there. So in a class, I know CS, we actually build a web app. I'm going to post it on here. But why? What stops Skrigal.edu from being another website that it looks great and it looks fun, but nobody actually uses it? That's our Skrigal points. So every time I post about an award, I get 100 points. Every time I post about a project, I get another 100 points. When I'm part of USI and I join an organization or I comment on what other students are doing, I'm earning points. And those points are turned into prizes. So I can turn in 5,000 points and I get a t-shirt. At 10,000 points, I can turn it into Sodexo money. So all of these are reasons for me to post on my actual personal profile page. So here, I'm going to have where I work on my profile. I'm going to have my activity feed. So this is where I post about projects and awards. I'm also going to tell about myself, my grade, what my actual major is, because over here is our career site. So the career link is going to link me to USI's career page. It's also going to have employers, so jobs and internships that apply to me. So I, as a student, have a profile page, employers have a profile page, professors have a profile page, and every individual major has its own profile page. I'm a computer science student, so this is what I'm going to see. Here's staff, we have a news feed, and an event timeline. So Skrigal.edu, it's Romain College of Business's newest student interactive network.
I'm Tyler Melton.
I'm Cody Adler.
I'm Gavin Early.
And so we wanted to create a website, and so our website was USI, Romain College of Business Community Connections. And we'll get into that a little bit as we go to our next slide. So the problem that we're challenged with there, we wanted to bring together the College of Business, and we wanted to make it in kind of a unique way and somewhere we can all talk together. So the problem with the college is like there's no social platform. There's nothing for us to get together and actually talk and communicate with. And so one of the things we want to do is do that so we can do networking through professors, students, and the community. We wanted to make it all in a central location. And so what we wanted to do, this is our mobile version of our website we were trying to create. We have a login so we can have profiles of people. We can connect people and save them. We have right there, the gray box will be a news feed that the College of Business puts on for so we put 8-hour challenge and it'll scroll up to something else. Right here is we can slide through and just highlights of what's going on for the week. We really want to connect Facebook and Twitter, and so we can send out stuff all the time to get people connected. We have our tabs up top. We have calendars, communities, student life, connect, my profile. And if you go to the next page, this shows our community page. We'll have a live stream of just people posting going on at the time. You can like it, you can visit their profile, you can make a connection with them, so that's kind of links your profiles together so you can always see what they're doing. Right here, once you click on their profile, it'll automatically just slide up a page so there's no extra windows.
And this is our desktop version. It's just kind of the same as the mobile, but it's just spread out more. You can switch to the next slide. And then this is our...
Okay, time's up.
At USI are having problems with websites. We decided to provide this information by developing a unique idea and by statistics.
So before we actually started the development phase of the website, we actually sent a survey to over 200 people in society. So in this survey, we actually obtained 175 responses from the survey, from middle school students, high school, and college students. In this survey, we were able to determine how long students are on the internet platforms, how long they're on social media platforms, and what their first appearances of a website and what they like the most. So out of these statistics, we were able to determine that 15 plus hours students spend just on internet alone, and then 9 hours plus were on social media platforms. So we decided to take this and we actually ran with it to make our webpage based off of the social media because that's what students are drawn to.
After collecting research, we decided to design a webpage based off of all the research that we have gathered. Our webpage is designed off of the statistics that we gathered from students ages 12 to 22. I'm sorry. Our webpage showcases everything that we are aiming for, such as social media, functionality, and simplicity. Being that social media is one of them, we decided to create a live feed on our webpage, so anytime you post something from, say, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any social media that you want to connect, it will automatically update through our webpage.
So the next unique idea that we actually had was basing it off of a Fibonacci sequence to actually draw students in. So all of these diamonds are actually, so you can actually click one of these diamonds and it'll take you to anything you want. So it's very simplistic. It's a flowing design, and it's basically able for anything.
Time's up.
Hallie?
Bye.
Quicker if you want to use it.
So, I'll start the time when you all start talking.
Okay.
Okay? I know. And you'll get your 15-second warning, and then when I say time's up, you have to stop.
Okay. Good. I'm Ben. This is Rochelle. Now, USI and the Romain College of Business fails to have a one-stop location to showcase student activities, involvement, and achievements, as well as a way to connect potential, current, and past students alike. But we're here to fix that problem.
The first part of our solution is a student showcase website, which students and organizations will be able to upload pictures of either senior projects, academics, group organizations, anything on here so that people, the public, so parents, faculty, possible employers will be able to access this information and be able to see what USI is doing and what the students are up to.
The second part of our site is going to be an interactive map, which will work with your location settings on your smartphone and will also be compatible with your smartphone. This way students can see what's happening at USI, when it's happening in real time, and they can connect with students and other faculty.
The student profile page is a place for students and alumni to connect with each other. On the next page here, you can see just basic information about the student. You can see like their major and all that kind of stuff. You can see what they're involved in and their accomplishments. Also, we have a page set up for potential students, which is real simple. It just kind of allows them to be able to connect with students that are already at the university and find people with similar interests.
USI Connect is a one-stop location to showcase student activities, involvement, and achievements. It also is used to connect potential, current, and past students together so that they can all connect and network together as one. We hope that later we'll be able to explain further how these elements work together and how they all combine on our site. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just kidding me next time, Adam. Okay.
Is there a preference on where to put our stuff?
So wherever,
Alright.
table, desk. And just real quick, I will hold up the 15-second. When you have 15 seconds left, and then hold up the time's up, you have to stop talking at that point. I will start the timer when you all start talking.
Good afternoon. We are Sales Team 6, and we are extremely excited today to introduce you guys to our creative ideas. And my name is Josh Berger. This is Ben Black, and this is Logan Steckler. And this is our homepage. So you see, when you type in the URL www.usi.edu.rcb, Romain College of Business abbreviated, you can scroll over the lines up in the top corner and show you all of the side tabs for our actual website so you can navigate very quickly. Or you can hit on Learn More, just curious about the website. So this is our first page of our website, the About. Be a Business program, you see that we included these pictures as a slideshow, and they transition every 10 seconds. And we have all of our tabs at the top, and we eliminated all the side tabs.
So through custom design, we created the eagle eyes at the top to bring you in to the website and really make you want to stay on the web page and look at everything. We thought that the news should be on the front page, so you keep looking at that. Because we think that that's most important. So through this next page, as you can see, whenever you go up, the banner moves up to the top, and we have our accredited pictures here on the left. We have social media down here in the bottom corner, and if you hashtag USI Business, you can send in pictures from you having fun around the college business, and we can put them in our banner of pictures of the.
All right, on this next slide, we're still on the About page, but we're starting to hover over the different tabs right here. And as you hover over a different tab, a lower subsection will come out describing the academic programs and whatnot, and accounting. But most of all, this is just barely scratching the surface of our actual presentation because we were actually having a lot out. But we want to let you guys know that our design is unlike most, and it's definitely unlike what's happening right now. It's
Time's up.
new, and it's original.
Just real quick, when I hold up the 15 seconds, that's all you have left, and at 2 minutes, time's up. And I will start the clock whenever you start talking.
Hello, my name is Cole Schaefer, and I will be speaking today on behalf of my team, the Marketing Masters. These are my teammates, Austin and Morgan. Today we were presented with a problem. The University of Southern Indiana lacks an effective means of broadcasting the academic achievements of its students and generating campus involvement. When we were brainstorming a solution, we, instead of doing something that had already been done time and time again, we wanted to look for an innovative option. Something that was not only groundbreaking, but simple and ultimately effective in reaching our target audience. I'd like to introduce to you our idea, Vivify, which was used by combining two different words. Vivify, which means to enliven, brighten, and sharpen something, and fire, which means, which is our metaphor that this podcast will actually spread like wildfire through the campus. Our innovative podcast, Vivify, will be used by, it will be 10 to 15 minutes. It'll be micro content. So each podcast will be 10 to 15 minutes and can be accessed through a mobile device for all the students across the University of Southern Indiana. And as you know, students in general, the millennial generation, love their smartphones. So the best way to reach them with on-campus events and achievements of various students and faculty is not through the desktop and a computer, but rather through the actual smartphone itself. Something that makes us different is by establishing this podcast, down the road, we will actually be able to generate revenue for our faculty and our students to fund the case studies and the various events that go on campus. Please keep in mind our podcast, Vivify, when brainstorming solutions to this
Time's
problem.
up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, 15 seconds, I'll hold up your sign for that, and time's up after 2 minutes, and I will start the clock whenever you start.
3.7, 93,200 plus. What do these numbers mean? No one knows, and that's the problem. 3.7 trips around the globe for a total of over 93,000 miles. an alumni base of over 200 students that have represented the Romain College of Business across the globe competing in competitions, not just against state teams, national teams, but against teams across the globe. Those successes are things we need to showcase, and that's what we're here to do today.
So how are we going to do that? We want to implement a timeline to showcase the success of our CASE competition students. Through interactive and engaging ways, we want to show students how you can join these events and gain knowledge about them. We also want to implement a simple and modern clean web page design with appropriate and organized tabs so that students are also able to access information through those ways as well.
So that's one of the main problems, but not the only problem. A good-looking website is only effective if people go. So a few ways that we really want to become unique with our solution is through an online communication device, such as an online chat. And we'd like to get into this later. But as well, we'd like to implement a search engine to really focus on the faculty publications and make it easier for students to research and obtain what they need to excel not only in the classroom, but also in these CASE competitions. So one thing, like I said earlier, the online chat, it's a way that not only current students, but prospective students can obtain what they need and information about the university as well. So we thank you for your time, and we look forward to discussing this with you later.
Thanks, guys.
Makes sense. Clicker if you want to use it.
He can run it from the computer.
Sure.
Everybody ready?
Okay, so whenever I hear you start, I will start. You'll get a 15-second warning, and then at 2 minutes, I will stop you. Okay? Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Matthew Stagg. I'm here today representing the rest of the IT crowd group, and we're going to be presenting to you our idea for USI Student Showcase. Next slide. So we've identified 3 main problems with the current system that USI uses. The first one is no student investment. We feel like because there's not many ways for students to actually share the project that they've created or get exposure to those outside of the university, that there's not as much investment in the projects that they currently work on. And we're hoping that some of our solutions can help mitigate that problem. Our second problem that we've identified is no connections outside of USI. We also feel that sometimes it's difficult for students to create and maintain some connections with professionals and other organizations outside of the university. The third issue is no reason to visit the current page. Some of the current pages that perform similar functions to what we're looking at here, such as OrgSync, don't have a lot of reasons to go and visit them unless you have an official reason to be there. And even then, once you're done with those official purposes, there's really not much reason to stick around. And we're hoping that our solutions can help fix that. So we have 3 solutions here, and we're hoping to show you some of the value for each one. We have a connection solution, an event solution, and a spotlighting solution. The first solution, connections, is essentially going to provide a framework for people to upload and have their own space to showcase their projects, and in turn, be able to connect with employers and other students at the university and show off some of those projects, hopefully leading to other projects that they can work on with other students, internships, or employment opportunities. Our second solution here is events. What's unique about our event database system is that it's going to be filtered based on your interests. Users will sign up for the site, they will pick several different interests, and then users will only be targeted events that are interested in them or match up with interests that they already identified, so that they'll only be notified of events that are important. Our third issue here is a spotlight that's going to be able to highlight people's work in ways that they can easily see, digest, and share with the rest of the world. So we're really hoping that you enjoyed our presentation here, and we really believe that our 3 solutions here are going to provide a system for USI for students by students.